Yes, good evening to everybody. Tottenham Hotspur in an utter mess. With 23/22 days to go. It is Saturday evening. No transfer news at all coming out of Tottenham. Absolutely zero. Nothing. Yada. And you wouldn't have thought that we have qualified for the Champions League. I'm going to be talking in this video about the utter disgrace, the undeniable truth that Tottenham Hotspur are on the decline. We've been on the decline for years, and the Europa League win has masked over all of that. Let's have a look at this, shall we? This is a transfer window where currently at the moment, Newcastle haven't lost any players. Another team that have got into the Champions League like us, they haven't lost any players as of yet. Now, if they lose Isak, we can have that conversation. But as of yet, they've not lost any players. And they've signed Anthony Elanga, and they have signed now Malik Thiaw. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Let me stop walking for a second. It's just gutting. Liverpool apparently now back in talks with Mark Guehi. Aston Villa have just signed Evan Guessand. And the problem is, these clubs haven't lost footballers. Yes, Liverpool, you could say, have lost Trent Alexander-Arnold. Other than that, everybody else that's left the club are players that they wanted to leave the club. Then you look at Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur have lost Son, which we knew he was going, which makes this all the worse. We knew he was going. We knew that we were going to have to replace his goals and assists from somewhere. James Maddison was the only playmaker we had going into this season, and even then he would have had 1 week of games because he was injured. But have we replaced? Have we got a backup for James Maddison before he got injured? No, nothing. We haven't done a single thing. So far, what we have done as a football club, whether people want to hear the truth or not, and I know lots of people, they call me negative, but everything I'm saying here is absolutely facts. We have lost 2 playmakers in Kulusevski and Maddison, and we have got a DM. We have lost Son as a left winger, but got a right winger. So basically, Spurs are either weaker or level at best with last season. But the reason why I think we're weaker than last season is because the players that we're losing, they are the ones that win you games. That is the goals and assists. Tottenham Hotspur have lost multiple goals and multiple assists from last season. I believe at the moment, without Solanke, it's over 80. Now, Solanke will come back. We don't know when, we don't know how long he's going to be out for. But at the moment, Tottenham have lost over 80 goal contributions, and we've replaced it with Tell. Let that sink in. And, oh, he's young. I don't want to hear it. If you're going to spend £45 million, 35 million plus 10 million loan fee, if you're going to spend that money, I don't want to hear that he's young. Otherwise, that money could have been spent elsewhere. But no. Tottenham, we went for Tell, and all these fans, these YouTubers, oh, I see something in him. No, you don't. Stop lying. You're hitting and hoping that he becomes good, like every signing that we make. Now, I'm not saying that Kudus isn't a good signing, because it is. Paulinia's a good loan signing. But what the F are Tottenham Hotspur doing? 22 days and 1 night to go. And we are not prepared for this season at all. We are not prepared. We have completely royally shafted Thomas Frank. And yes, he's a great coach. Yes, he's my number 2 option to come in behind Glasner. But one of my favourites to come in. Yes, he will make us better. Yes, we will not finish 17th in the table. Yes, we will not lose 22 games this season. But what is it that we're actually hoping for? We have gone from a forward line a few years back of Bale, Kane and Son. Kane and Son were in their prime. Obviously, Bale was at the end of his career, but look at that 3. We've now got a forward line that consists of players like Tell and Odegaard and Solanke and Richarlison. We've got 0 playmakers at the club, and this club is doing nothing. Oh, but Savva, he works in the dark. Lang works in the dark, and we're going to get a Bumba from nowhere. But why aren't they in? Why are they not in? This is utter contempt for the football club. Daniel Levy Vinay, Enoch, whoever, I gave them the benefit of the doubt. We saw the video with him and Vinay. We saw the video. They assured us they want success. They assured us that they were hungry after the success of Bilbao. But they're not, are they? And right now, what they've done is utterly disgraceful. We are weaker than ever. We've gone from players like Moussa Dembele to Bentancur, who's nothing on him. Let's be brutally honest. We've gone from players like Bale, like Son, like Kane, defenders like Alderweireld and Vertonghen. We just don't buy these calibre of players anymore, and it's an utter shit show. And let's be fair, the only way that Tottenham can rescue this, the only way that Daniel Levy can rescue this transfer window right now is by going out and signing 2 or 3 quality footballers. I'm talking Wissa, I'm talking Eze, I'm talking this calibre of players. I don't want to talk about El Kanous, all of these hipster YouTubers, I'll call it out, all these hipster YouTubers and ex-people. All of these people on Facebook going, oh my God, if you actually look at what El Kanous does. I heard all this about Odegaard until last season and they did the square root of nothing. I heard all this about Bergvall and Gray. I heard this for years about absolutely everybody. Oh, how Richarlison fixes Spurs. How Solanke fixes Spurs. When are we going to pull our heads out of our arses and realise that we've got to stop doing this? Stop pretending that every young, untested player we buy is going to be amazing. Stop pretending. Buy those players once you've bought the quality players. We've got so many of them, and still I see people going, oh, El Kanous. El Kanous, good footballer, but young, inexperienced. That's the player you get in after you've got your Eze, after you've bought in your Wissa, your Grealish, your whoever. What are we doing here? What did the Spurs fans do to deserve this? What on earth do the Spurs fans have to do for Daniel Levy to stop pretending, stop lying to us, Daniel? And I would love, as I said before, I would love somebody at the club to see this video, to see how most of the fans are feeling. I would love somebody in the marketing team to realise this is how we feel, Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur official, this is how we feel. I'm going to tag Tottenham Hotspur official into this. This is how we feel. You are mugging us off again. You have mugged us off for years and years and years, pretending that you want what's best for Tottenham, pretending that we're going to have big transfer windows, pretending that we moved into the stadium to buy top players and compete. And I'm seeing Newcastle with more ambition. I'm seeing Aston Villa with more ambition. Hell, I'm seeing Brighton with more ambition in the players they're signing. What we're doing is an utter disgrace. Tottenham, you've got to sort it out. Now, I know what will happen here. I'll put this video out, and within minutes I'll have people going, oh, you're always moaning. Stop moaning about the transfer window. But this is the time. This is the time when Spurs have to put their money where their mouth is. This is the time where Spurs have to show what they're about. The window will shut, and what we'll do is, oh, don't worry, in January we'll go big. Next year we'll go big. Do you remember it was when we move into the stadium we'll go big, when we get Champions League football we'll go big, when we get the revenue we'll go big, once the concerts start on the Formula One we'll go big. Guess what? All of that is done, and guess what? We never go big. Spurs are an utter shit show right now. Yes, there are 22 days to go. But who here, who watching this video believes that Tottenham Hotspur have anything about them to go and sign 3 top players? I guarantee you we will buy 1 good player and 2 or 3 more mediocre players. It is what we do. And the fans, not all of us, but some of the fans will lap it up. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. But yet another night we're all going to go to bed with absolutely nothing to celebrate. Thomas Frank has his work cut out. And I think right now every fan should be getting behind Thomas Frank and realise what a massive job he's got to do to try and turn some of these awful players into, turning them from water into wine. We won't finish 17th, we won't get relegated, but at the moment I can't see us competing for Europe. We're a disgrace. Take care, let me know your thoughts, and as always, come on, you Spurs.